Hey. So, I'm coming out with this video later than, I didn't have any time to record it last night, not just because, the Eagles lost, a game that they should have won again, the fact that I kind of have things to do, but that's besides the point. The Eagles lost. This is the third crow of the season. The Eagles lost by a score of 29-30 or 29-23 in overtime in Dallas last night. This game, the Eagles should have won. Now, I got statistics up right now. Like always, the Eagles lost in nearly every single category. Total yards, the Eagles didn't even have 300 to Dallas's 460. First downs, Eagles had 21, the Dallas Cowboys had 26. Total plays, Eagles had 71, Dallas had 76. Total drives, Eagles had 12, Dallas had 13. Rushing yards, we didn't even hit 100, Dallas had nearly 200. Penalties, Dallas had 11, Eagles had 5. This is... If you really studied this game, you would have seen... Carson Wentz, you did perfectly fine. With what you were given and how limited you were, you did fine. I'll be honest with you, Carson Wentz was not the issue this game. The issue, Doug Peterson. He's been pretty good when it comes to, play calling and everything. Am I right? Yeah, I'm pretty certain he hasn't done that bad. But this game, exactly everything that we have seen in the Andy Reid era, the Chip Kelly era, especially last year, we're seeing again. The Eagles were not aggressive. We weren't aggressive enough. It's the fourth quarter. You're winning 23-16. There's 5 minutes left in the game. It's fourth down at Dallas's 40-yard line. Caleb Sturgis has already made a 55-yarder for 3 points. What do you do if you're aiming for a 56, 57-yarder that Caleb Sturgis has already made? You're aiming to do it again, right? That's what I would have done. Make a 10-point lead in the last 5 minutes for Dallas. Make that difficult for them, because we were doing pretty good on defense. We were shutting them down, just stopping them for touchdowns, only allowing field goals. No. Brings out the kicker, Donnie Jones, right? We pin him deep, right? And we stop him. Guess what they do? A freaking punt fake. They fake a punt for over 30 yards, and then guess what they do? They tie the game, and with 3 minutes left, or not 3 minutes left, but a decent amount of time left, you get the ball back, and what do? Throw a screenplay. You run the same play that you did earlier. You throw it again. It's 3rd down and 5. You punt the ball back. We go into overtime, and we lose the coin toss. Dallas gets it first, and they march down the field like it was nobody's trying to stop them. And the sad thing is, our defense was playing really well. They just got too tired. That fourth quarter killed them. And I don't know. This was like, Darren Sproles, you are the real MVP, and I apologize that you had to lose this game. You were doing everything you could possibly do. Carson Wentz was doing everything he possibly could with what he was given. I was asking for some Wendell Smallwood in the third quarter because why the hell not? He's pretty solid. We haven't seen him that much. You give it to him in the fourth quarter and he freaking fumbles like. Oh my god! I know I was asking to see some Wendell Smallwood, but I was asking for him first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter because all we were seeing were Sproles. You use him in the fourth quarter, and he fumbles on the very first play of this drive. The drive that we're like, all right, let's just waste some time, score a field goal, score a touchdown, ice the game. No. And I'm not even like that upset. Like I'm upset that it's been the same exact way that we lose every single football game in the world. But what I'm not and why I'm not too upset is because we didn't. No one expects us to win these games. No one expected us to beat Pittsburgh. No one expected us to beat the fucking Vikings. No one expected that. I didn't expect that. And here we are. We're expecting great things from this game. We're winning late in the fourth quarter, and we blow it. I'm at a loss of words. Let's look at the rest of the stats here. Time of possession, the Eagles had the ball for 33 minutes and 15 seconds. The Cowboys had it for 33 minutes and 57 seconds. I can't blame Carson Wentz. I can't blame Darren Sproles. I can't blame Jordan Matthews. He played a hell of a game. He's the only one trying to do something. Same with Dorial Green-Beckham. They carried the bulk of the receiving stuff. I can't think straight. I'm sorry, but okay, Nelson Aguilar. Let me just say this to you. You're really gonna say that you're pissed off because we're dropping passes because we can't, get some big time touchdowns? Where have you been? I've had hope for you ever since you were drafted, kid. And for you to come out and say that I'm tired of the excuses, we can't be dropping these passes. You're the one dropping a majority of them. Jordan Matthews, he dropped one pass today. The one pass was a pretty bad thrown ball by a wide receiver on a trick play that could have been the touchdown that won us the game. You got the ball once. You were only targeted like twice, and you dropped the ball once as well. You can't be the one to talk shit and say this kind of stuff when you're the one that has been constantly, ever since you were drafted, constantly dropping passes. You can't be the one saying this. Zach Ertz hasn't. Tight ends still are like non-existent. Where are they at? Defense played a hell of a game. Ezekiel Elliott, he wasn't that big of a factor in this game until the end. Like, I don't know. I really don't. And you'd think after coming off a really solid win against the Minnesota Vikings of all teams, you'd expect us to come out and play really well today, or yesterday, against this team. We didn't. Or at least we could have played better. But Coach Peterson, you need to make these aggressive. Doug Peterson, you have to be more aggressive, not just on certain plays that could get you 3 points or lose you the game. You need to let Carson Wentz do his thing. What I mean is that you need to let these receivers like, explore the playbook more. You can't be running the same plays over and over because clearly no one's getting open. Clearly it's not working. So what are you doing? You can't be doing the same old screen plays, the same old slant routes, the same old cross patterns, all these freaking plays that we see every single game. You can't be doing this. You never see Carson Wentz take a shot down the field. We only saw that game 1 against the freaking Cleveland Browns of all teams. That's it. You don't see the Eagles going deep. And that's what I need to see. Because Aguilar, he can run and catch the ball. Huff, he's proven that he can catch the ball and run and make some pretty good plays. Dorial Green-Beckham, he's a monster. He's 6'5", runs a 4.4. You need to let him go and get out there and make these plays happen. Wentz has a cannon. Let him use that. I don't understand why you are being so easy with him. Why you can't let him just freaking experiment and do his thing. You're a quarterback. You're basically a quarterback coach, right? You were a former quarterback in the league. Then why can't you just let Wentz do his thing? Why can't you just let Wentz run rampant on these defenses? Because let me just tell you, against Dallas last night, I'm pretty sure Dorial Green-Beckham, Jordan Matthews, Huff, even Aguilar could have made some plays behind the secondary. Dorial Green-Beckham, when he gets the ball in his hands, he breaks tackles, he makes people miss, he can make some plays happen. Josh Huff, if you get him running straight down the field, you throw the ball out there for him and he just keeps running for it, he'll make the catch. Aguilar, he could even do that. Matthews, you need to use him in the slot like we did with Chip Kelly. You need to get him on crossing patterns. That's the guy you want on crossing patterns. You don't want to use him as a number 1 running these plays that he can't do because that's not the kind of wide receiver he is. We don't have a true number 1. These... Chris Collinswood said it perfectly. These guys are pedestrian wide receivers, and the only way to utilize them properly and show off that they can be more than pedestrians is to let them run rampant and actually experiment, change up your strategy. And I said that going into this game on Saturday night when I posted my preview video. You need to change up your strategy. Jim Schwartz, you did great on defense. The defense did great until that fourth quarter. Because offensively, that's where the struggle has been real for us, and no one seems to have answers. And I know that this is a brand new team. We're still rebuilding. We're still trying to find out who we are and everything. But this is a game that we should have won. This is a game that we easily could have won. Just like Detroit, just like Washington. These little things need to be changed. Doug Peterson's already saying that he wants to be more aggressive. Then do it. We're playing the Giants next week. They're not going to joke around. They want to beat us as much as we want to beat them. They need this win just as much as we do if we want to show off that we can compete, even though we're not really competing because rebuilding, duh. But still, Giants aren't screwing around next week. We can't be doing the same either. We can't be screwing around. We're already 0-2 in the division. We can't fall 0-3. I don't care if we're rebuilding or not. I don't want to drop 3 in a row on the road against division teams. How do you think they're going to do in Philly? Because right now, I'm afraid for when Kirk Cousins comes to light up our freaking defense in Philly. I'm afraid for Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott to run rampant on us in Philly to end the year. I don't even know what the Giants are going to do to us on freaking Thursday night football, December 22nd or whenever it is. It's unbelievable, man. Hey, this one didn't tie. Alright. I have another video, another rant kind of a video coming out for you guys tomorrow night maybe. Because I need to address some things that you see Cam Newton and Josh Norman, even Nelson Aguilar talking about. Not just like penalties and referees, but drop passes. And this entire NFL, there's something's fishy. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. So subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.